This call to end ICE is growing on the left. There is a signed by more than 500 professors for Microsoft to stop doing business with ICE. This is a petition that is out there and floating around. And then there's this. Professors are demanding Johns Hopkins University cuts ties with ICE. Joining me now is campus reform correspondent Zach Petrizzo, the author of that article. Zach, great to have you on the program.
Thank you for having me on. Good morning.
So, Zach, this whole mantra of doing away with ICE, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Look, ICE is not the one separating families or detaining families at the border. They are in charge of securing our borders day in and day out. They protect us from drugs that pour in across the border, human trafficking, and so much more. We need to be standing behind the backs of these ICE agents and not playing politics and trying to abolish them.
You know, in many respects, I think ICE agents are victims in all of this because they're just down there doing their job. Everyone should acknowledge, and the Democrats are lying if they're going to tell you that we shouldn't have anybody on the border keeping us safe down there, except for those that are for absolute open borders. But they're just doing their job. They're protecting the borders. They become victims in all of this concocted scheme by the left to make it look like there's some kind of crisis going on down there. ICE is a needed entity. And now professors at Johns Hopkins, you're from campus reform. This is what kids are up against. Johns Hopkins has a long-standing record of criminal justice at that university.
Yes, well, these professors at these institutions are at top-end research institutions in our country, yet I think they're avoiding the facts here. You know, we see these ICE agents risk their lives to protect things that we all hold dear, which is that of freedom. They also hold the laws in which we cherish in place. And I must say to these research professors, they must do some more research to come to understand the actual facts of what ICE is doing at our borders. You know, while they might be good intentioned, you know, I think they're just missing the point of exactly what they do day in and day out. I would encourage those professors to do some more research. And at the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform, we report on dozens of these style stories where the left on college campuses is getting more left and ultimately calling to abolish ICE.
Yeah, and sadly, these are the people that are educating our children. And so then kids will go there, they'll see these professors talking down about ICE. I'm sure many of them will follow their lead, and I'm sure if some of them don't follow their lead, they're punished in class.
You got that right. And one thing I must add is that on these college campuses, this idea, you know, I kind of put it towards this analogy of if I were to bust into the gates of Disney World and demand a lifetime free pass, I would probably be thrown out, right? There are rules in which govern Disney World. Yet, I think the Democrats would just bust into Disneyland. I think they have absolutely zero respect for the rules and laws in which we, hold dear and cherish.
All right. Before I let you go, I had a question for you.
Absolutely.
The goal of campus reform: inform young people, get them involved in at least a conservative way of thinking. Correct?
Yes, absolutely. At the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform, we report on liberal abuse and bias on college campuses across the country. And over that reporting, we see victories. So whether a rule is overturned or something is changed, ultimately conservatives are fighting back, and conservatives are leading a new free speech movement.
I love it. So here's my thing. A lot of you young people, hey, and you are, I can tell already, I want you back on, all right? So I'm going to preface this, all right, Zach? I want you coming back on as much as you want because we love the folks at Campus Reform.
Thank you so much, sir.
But all you young people wear these suits and ties, and are you going to really recruit young people? They're going to look at us like, oh, look at here's the Alex P. Keaton. You probably don't even remember who Alex P. Keaton is.
You know what? At the Leadership Institute, our motto is look sharp, right, and be ready to go. But no, in my free time, a little more casual, recruit the troops.
All right, good deal, Zach. You are a good sport. Over here, all the producers are saying, don't do it. Don't do it, they say to me. Don't tell them. Next time you come on, though, we're going to have a deal, okay? I need you either in a polo shirt or a button-down shirt, sleeves rolled up.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Okay. Zach Petrizzo. Great job, pal.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, crew over here, that wasn't so bad, was it?
That's awesome.
Okay. There you go.